morning. Let's start our lesson with was and were. Let's repeat. I was, he was, she was, it was. We were, you were, they were. Now negative. I wasn't, he wasn't, she wasn't, it wasn't. We weren't, you weren't, they weren't. And now question. Питання. I was, питання, was I. He was he. She was she. It was it. You were you. We were we. They were they. Great. And now let's start with our story. It's not our story, it's Sally's story. Open your book on page 64. 64. So let's start with these numbers. Repeat. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100. Okay, so it's easy to remember because we add ending ty to these numbers. Отже, легко запам'ятати, тому що до десятків ми додаємо закінчення t and y. Так, маємо, for example, 6, 6, додаємо ty, 60, виходить 60. Okay, and now let's start with Sally's story, Amazing World. Amazing – це дивовижний, чудовий світ. So today we're going to read just 3 parts, the first, the second and the third. Отже, сьогодні ми читатимемо з вами першу, другу і третю історії. So let's start with the first. So please read with me. This man was a giant. His name was Robert Wadlow. He was American. When he was 8, he was 1 meter and 83 centimeters tall. When he was 22, he was 2 meters and 72 centimeters tall. He was the tallest man in the world. His feet were 47 centimeters long. They were the biggest feet in the world. So let's translate. Цей чоловік був велетнем. Його звали Роберт Вадлоу. Так, він був американцем. Коли йому було 8, його зріст був 1 метр 83 сантиметри. Коли йому було 22, його зріст був 2 метри 72 сантиметри. Він був найвищою людиною в світі. Його стопи, так, були 47 сантиметрів, так, тобто його розмір взуття. А вони були найбільшими стопами в світі. It's really amazing. The second, this is the biggest flower in the world. It's orange and white. It's 91 centimeters across. You can see these flowers in forests. They aren't very pretty. Це найбільша квітка в світі. Вона помаранчево-біла, так, помаранчева і біла. Вона в діаметрі має 91 сантиметр. Ти можеш побачити ці квіти у лісах. Вони не є дуже красиві. And the last. This is a hummingbird. It's 57 millimeters long. Hummingbirds are the smallest birds in the world. They can fly and sing. They make the smallest nests in the world. They've got the smallest eggs too. So you can put it down, this word hummingbird, into your vocabulary. Запишіть собі слово hummingbird – це колібрі. Отже, це колібрі. Вона сягає 57 міліметрів. 57 міліметрів. Колібрі – це найменші птахи в світі. Вони можуть літати і співати. Вони можуть робити найменші гнізда в світі. І вони мають найменші яйця також. Okay, now I want you to write your homework. So you will have 3 tasks. Отже, у вас буде 3 завдання додому. The first. Перше. So you have to find the degrees of comparison and write them. Отже, вам потрібно буде знайти ступені порівняння прикметників. Так, у нас тут тільки є найвищий, а вам потрібно буде написати 3. For example. So we have found the tallest. Ми знайшли, наприклад, the tallest, але нам потрібно написати tall, taller than, and the tallest. And the rest, так? І інші виписати таким самим чином. The second task is to write true or false. Отже, друге написати true або false. Так? True – правда, false – неправда. T letter is for true, F letter is for false. Тобто T велика – це true, F велика – це false. Неправда. So, I will give you 4 statements, 4 sentences. Отже, я вам назву 4 речення. Вам потрібно написати, чи це true, чи це false. Правда, чи неправда. Okay, the first. Hummingbirds are the biggest birds in the world. True or false? The second. Hummingbirds make the biggest nests in the world. The third statement. Robert Wadlow was Polish. Robert Wadlow was Polish. And the last, the fourth statement. These flowers aren't very pretty. These flowers aren't very pretty. Okay. And the last task is the third task. Отже, і третє завдання. You have to answer the questions. 2 questions. Отже, вам потрібно дати відповідь на 2 питання. So, the first. How tall are you? How tall are you? Тобто, якого ви зросту? For example, I am 1 meter and 64 centimeters. Okay, and the second question. How tall were you when you were 5? How tall were you when you were 5? Отже, якого зросту ви були, коли вам було 5 років? For example, I was 5, for example, 1 meter and 20 centimeters. So you have to ask your parents. Okay, so you have 3 tasks, so let you do them, please, and see you next time. Bye-bye.